Hi everyone, this is Shelly with Life Creates Art, and thank you so much for joining me. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. This is our event where we do a little craft together, and our channel, Life Creates Art, is not really about crafting, but it is about crafting your creativity and crafting your life, making your life a masterpiece. So thank you to those of us who are joining us. If you're new to our channel, thank you for joining us for this, this little Christmas tree event that we're doing here. We're going to be painting Christmas trees on this 24 by 36 canvas. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing something very unique because we're using items that I have in my home and just a couple of things that I've purchased for this. And we're going to be not only painting, but we're going to be adding to these Christmas trees. So doing a little bit of crafting and some painting to our trees. Now, what I wanted to do this year is I wanted to decorate my home with things that I have created. I didn't want to go out and just buy things. I wanted to create my own Christmas decorations. And since I paint, I wanted to fill my walls with things that I have painted. So I had all these empty canvases and I decided to paint paintings and just take stuff off of my walls and put up my Christmas paintings and then put my other stuff back up after the holidays are done. And it's so easy to paint Christmassy things, and now I've got all these little items and craft items that I can use to enhance my painting. So we're going to be painting 4 Christmas trees on this 24 by 36 canvas. Now I've already started to save time. I've already started. Now what I did was I measured, and I have a little picture. I measured 3 inches on the bottom here, and I painted a little burgundy color. So that's going to be our little base. And then I used, and here's a little video of that, I blended some blues and made it a little lighter on the bottom. So the background is not my primary. It's really the Christmas trees that are going to be my primary. But originally, I started by sketching out my Christmas trees. This is what I wanted to do. I set out a plan for what I wanted to do with these Christmas trees. And then I looked at my crafting shelf and I thought, what can I use on these Christmas trees? What can I put on them? Now, I don't want to just paint on them. I want to actually put items on them that I have already. So on one of the Christmas trees, it's going to have some buttons. And I actually used these buttons last year on one of our craft videos last year. Again, we don't do crafts but maybe once or twice a year on Life Creates Art. It's usually around the Christmas time and Thanksgiving fall time. But I used those buttons last year, and some of our videos are still floating around here. And then it's going to have I wanted a gold star at the top. And this was one thing that I did purchase. I went to Michael's and they had these little things on sale. They were 30% off right now, I think. And so I had a little wire cutter. You'll need a little wire cutter. And I just clipped one off. And so on our tree, and we'll do this together, on our tree, we're going to stick this through the canvas, and our tree is going to have a little gold star at the top. So these were $2.99 at our Michael's here in California. And so we're going to hot glue buttons all over the tree. Now we're going to paint it first, then we're going to hot glue buttons on it. The next one is going to have marbles. I collect marbles. And where are my marbles? Here they are. I collect marbles and I love marbles. And so here are some marbles that I chose very carefully to put on my next tree. And again, we're going to use a hot glue gun to put the marbles on there. Now, you don't have to use these things, but you can look around and do whatever you want to put on your tree, things that you love to put on your tree. Just look around your house. And the next, and the top, I wanted something that sort of came out from the tree and sort of spun around. So again, I went to Michael's and I found these spindly little things, and I'm going to kind of twist it around and have it come out of the tree. I want this to be very alive and very a lot of texture on these trees. So the next tree is going to be a different shape. All these trees are going to be a different shape. We're going to draw them in just a second. The next tree is going to have gumballs. Now we're going to show you a picture of my gumball machine. I have a candy store kitchen because my grandparents used to, in Los Gatos, used to have a candy store. So I have a candy store kitchen and I have a gumball machine. And so I took my gumballs and I just made a gumball tree, which is pretty cool. But I took a big scissors and I cut the gumballs in half. And so we're going to hot glue the gumballs on one of the trees. So just whatever you can use, it's going to be awesome. Now to keep these nice, because this is technically not a food, but I'm going to also be spraying this, of course, with lacquer to keep it so that these don't rot or fade. Then I wanted some kind of folding paper on top, but I had foil. So I'm going to make some kind of a star or something out of foil to put on top, and we'll come up with that together for this tree here. And now the next one is going to be grass. Now I'm going to go pick some grass, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually paint the grass. The grass is going to be a couple of different colors, and we're going to glue the grass onto the tree. So the tree will be made of grass from my own lawn in a couple of different colors, and it's going to be so cool. I'm really excited about this. Different shaped trees. As you can see, I've already drawn kind of the different shapes, different heights, and really get creative with this and plan it out. I've kind of changed. When I drew it out, I kind of thought, oh, this tree will look better over here. So just plan it out and see what you want to do. We're going to get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the trees now, and then I'll paint them and we'll come back and we'll start to decorate. So this is going to be really exciting, and let's get started. So what I'm using now to draw my trees is I'm using just a white pencil to sketch out my trees. And I'm not going to take very long to do this, but I'm sort of just kind of eyeing where I want my trees. So I'm going to have this tree be... Okay, everyone. So to you, it is just a couple of seconds have passed, but to me, it is the next day. And the reason is because I was not able to actually draw this in front of you because the white pencil that I used was not really all that clear on camera. So I had to skip ahead and go ahead and paint the trees for you, and just paint them so that you can actually see what I did and see the shapes of the trees. So here they are. Here's the trees, and I went ahead and used 2 colors of paint on here. I did an orange, and then I put a red on top to add some texture. I used black and orange on the tree stump here. And on these 2 stumps, I used the same browns, the same 2 browns. And again, green, and with a little bit of darker green texture here, purple here. Used a little bit of an orange brown for this stump. And this is going to be our grass tree. So this is hopefully going to be mostly covered, but I do want a little purple shining through. And then of course our gumball tree, and just with a little short stump down here. And so this is gonna be really fun. We're just gonna start decorating things, and I am very, very excited about this. I've got a hot glue gun that is getting started here. Otherwise, I'm gonna be using just regular glue. I have these little bowls that actually my daughter had this creme brulee that she got, this frozen creme brulee, and these bowls came with it. They're little ceramic bowls. They're microwave safe, but I'm using them. I kept saying, eat more creme brulee, because I love them. I love them, and I'm using them for my art, and I just love them. So I'm going to put some glue in here and get ready, and then I'm going to start with my button tree and start hot gluing buttons all over this tree. It's going to be really fun. So again, we have a button tree, we have a marble tree, we have a grass tree, and I'll show you a picture now of, I went out and cut grass, and then I painted the grass 3 different colors, and it was really fun. It did need to dry. I separated it, and it did need to dry overnight. It took a little while for the grass to dry. And so this is going to be some grass. And then, of course, our gumball tree. And I cut the gumballs in half because they are larger gumballs. They're about this size. So anyway, we're going to get started right now. And I'm going to start hot gluing the buttons. So get started there. It'll be fun. Okay, so I think I like my button tree. I may add maybe 1 or 2 more. What would be really, really great is if I had different styles of buttons. I know my cousin, she is a button collector. Where I collect marbles, she collects buttons. And so it would be really, really terrific to have different types of buttons on this tree. However, I have these buttons, and so this is my button tree. Now, the reason I came back on here to talk with you is because we are going to put the star on top of this tree. And there's a way we're going to do it. I have the star already cut. I used a wire cutter. Again, this is the one that I got from Michael's, and I'm hoping that this will just poke through my canvas. Yes, it does. I'm going to make a bigger hole here in my canvas. There we are. So I can get my star in there a little deeper, a little further. And there we go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some painter's tape. And right now I'm just going to go to the back of my canvas. And I'm going to tape it. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to just do that for now. But I'm going to put a little bit of glue on my star here also. And secure my star to the canvas. Then I will reinforce it afterwards on the back with that tape to make sure that it stays. So there we have it, the star. And of course you've got all these little spider things from the glue that you've got to get off later. But now we're going to be working on our next thing, which is our marbles. So I'm going to get gluing all of my cool marbles, which I have so diligently collected, to my marble tree. Okay, let's get started. So here is the marble tree. Woohoo! This looks pretty awesome. Now I'm going to very quickly put on the star. And again, I got this at Michael's. And what I want to do is I kind of want to use, I think, all of these as maybe just a few. I don't really want to take away from the marbles. So I'm just going to use 3 of these, I believe. Doing the same thing I did with these. Again, I'm going to use my wire cutters, and I have a problem with my hand and elbow, so I'm going to ask my husband to use the wire cutters on this and cut it for me, please. Then we are going to just do the same thing, and there is a wooden bar across the top here, so this may be a little more difficult to put into the canvas, especially since it's been painted. But I'm going to come in at an angle. Okay, so I'm going to use one of my sculpting tools, and it's super sharp, and I'm just going to poke a couple of holes through the canvas here to help me out. And then just put the wires in there. And just slide them down. I'm going to make it a little bigger. And again, I want this to be really interactive. I want this to be something where things are kind of popping off the canvas. So I'm okay if this hangs out and I really want it to stick out. I want these to twist and turn, and awesome. So that's looking good right now. I will reinforce it even further. But for now, I'll play with this a little bit. But for now, we're going to get started on the grass. Now, I'm going to reach across the camera here. I've got my grass that is here. 3 colors. Of course, I did the green and the purple and the yellow. I'm going to use my little creme brulee bowls, and I'm going to take each color and I'm going to put it in one of the little bowls. And I'm going to add some tacky glue and pour it. This might get a little messy, but I'm just going to pour some tacky glue into the bowl, because really this grass, it'll dry clear, but this grass is just needing to be just kind of glued up, I'm believing. I've never done this before, so this is new to me. All new to me. I'm experimenting right along with you, but what I really want to do is just take this grass and kind of glue it onto my Christmas tree. This is going to be fun. Woohoo! I'm hoping that this will work. Hoping that this will dry clear. And I really want it to just stick onto my Christmas tree and give it some good texture. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll see. I think it's going to be pretty cool if it does work. and I'm gonna do different colors. Maybe I'll trim the grass on the edges. It's really hard to get it off my hands. Now, there's the yellow. I'm gonna put glue on the tree and then stick the other grass on the tree. That's the way I'm gonna do it with the other grass. So I'm gonna wash my hands and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it this way. I'm just gonna go ahead and put glue all over the tree with my paintbrush. And we will try to stick the dry grass now onto here and see how this goes. But we'll go from there. Okay, I don't know if you can get, see if my husband can get a little bit of a close-up of this, but this was what I wanted in the first place. And an overwhelming yes. However, I think what I really need right now is to spray some lacquer on this right away to kind of make sure it doesn't fall off. But this was absolutely what I wanted. And so putting glue on the canvas first and then putting it on, the way I did it the first way does not work. I wish I had more grass. I think I might make some more and then do another layer of this, but I did not make enough. And so if you think you have made enough, make extra, because I thought I had plenty, and turns out I did not. So I love how this looks. I love the texture, and I love that it's made from grass from our front yard and mixed with some paint. And I love it, love it, love it. Anyway, moving on. Now, this star is going to also be made with glue and glitter. So again, I am going to be painting spraying some lacquer on here, and then but at first I'm going to add some glitter. And the thing about the glitter is it's going to get all over my grass. Too bad. I love glitter, and I think that's going to be awesome. I'm just going to paint the star that I drew freehand in glue, and then put some glitter on here. Maybe I'll make it a bigger star, because I can. And I have to actually go get some spray lacquer at Michael's, because I got it out of, they have that in that cage, and then they bring it to the front and they make you pick it up at the front. Well, I forgot it when I got to the front, like a dork. Thing full of glue just fell onto the ground. All right, well, I guess I got to put it in my hand and throw glitter. Woo! Because, Ooh. All right, let's get some glitter on that tree too, because that's looking awesome. Look at that. Gold glitter. It's getting all in that glue and on that grass. Well, that does not suck. That's awesome. It just adds another element of fun to the grass. So, and plus I've got glitter all over myself. Ooh, get some on my head, and which will get all over my husband, and he'll love that. Here you go. Woo! I love glitter. Glitter is awesome. Woo! Now let's move on to our gumball tree. Gumballs, they're going to be glued on. Again, my Candy Star Kitchen. And we're going to be gluing on the gumballs from my gumball machine that I have cut in half. And this is going to be fun. It's going to take a little while, but I'll get to it. Okay, I'll see you guys in a minute. What I'm doing right now is I am trying to sculpt a tree topper out of foil. So I'm trying to sculpt an angel out of foil. So just kind of doing a little head here, a little skirt, and then I'm going to make the skirt a little smaller. And then I'm going to take, needs to be bigger. Make little wings. I think I'll just glue that on there. I still have my glue. I could probably twist it on there, but I still have my glue available. Okay, everyone. So here is the final tree. It is the double bubblegum tree and the angel that I sculpted from foil. And I'm just going to attach it with glue. I have to get another glue stick. And as soon as I do this, I added snow, by the way. I had this pillow stuffing and I just used a glue stick. What I'm probably going to do is also, when I spray this with my lacquer spray, I might add some iridescent glitter to this snow because I would like it to sparkle a little bit on that as well. So just an idea, but I'm going to have, as soon as I glue this, I'm going to have Jason back up the truck a little bit, the camera, and you can see the entire project completed. And we are finished. Again, you can use whatever creative things you have around your house to make these trees, to add to these trees. I used what was in my little creative box. I had double bubble gum in my candy jar. I used grass from my lawn, foil. I collect marbles, and this is going to be pretty awesome. I need to spray it with lacquer, and other than that, I'm going to probably add some more buttons, but this is a pretty awesome and exciting thing that's going to hang on my wall for my family to see. I'm very, very excited about it. And so get creative. And that's really what it's all about, you guys. It's about getting creative and finding ways to be creative. And I hope that for you. Include your family in this. I know that kids can't use glue guns, but maybe include this as a family project, maybe for Thanksgiving. Everyone can take a tree, that kind of thing. So this is a fun family project too. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas to all of you. And I hope that this kind of thing will be something that is you will enjoy for years to come. I know I will, and my family will enjoy it. And so Merry Christmas to all of you. And don't forget to be creative and be happy and joyful. In spite of everything, this has been a year of exciting learning and growing. And I wish all the best for all of you. And so this is Shelly with Life Creates Art. Make your life an utter masterpiece. And it's up to you to do that. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.